Yeah.
Oh, my name is Polo Charles. I'm here with my main man,
All right, Jay.
and
And this is an update. You know, for those of you who don't know his story, I did interview. I interviewed him about 2 weeks ago, and he'd been homeless, been in prison, um, drug use, divorce. He's been through some stuff. So we're gonna, bring Charles here. He's here with an update. So what's going on now?
all right. Since the last time I saw you, um, as I told you, we had left off. I was telling you I lost my phone. During that time, I lost my phone. I lost my phone at the worst time because I was in this program to help me find housing. Um, I was lucky. I called Metro Lost and Found. Metro kept telling me to call back that they haven't found it. Finally, I called back this past Monday, and they said they found it. I went to go pick it up, and as soon as I opened up my phone and looked at the email, that program had called and they was trying to contact me. But anyway, make a long story short, there was an email saying for me to come view an apartment on this past Thursday, the 13th. I went there Thursday, fell in love with the apartment. It's a senior living apartment for people 60 and up. Um, I'm ecstatic. I can't begin to tell you how thrilled, happy I am to have it. Look forward to moving in, which they said should be by Thanksgiving.
Would you like to show the viewers, some photos of the apartment?
Oh, I would love to. Um, Let me open up my phone. Okay.
How long were you homeless before this apartment? Before you got blessed with this apartment?
Man, it's been a minute. It's a little over 2 years to be exact. Let's see. Will you be able to see the pictures once I hold them up?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me first explain that um, these apartments are for seniors. They come furnished. Um, and here's one of the pictures here.
Bring it up a little bit more. Okay. Y'all see
This is
that?
this is the bedroom and kitchen because, as I said, they're studio apartments. And that picture shows it's a brand new TV on the wall. It still has the plastic on it. Then the second picture is basically the same thing, but from a different view. Can you see it?
Yeah, bring it in a little more.
Bring it in.
Yeah. Okay.
Right there.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, and then, oh, and then, and there's another one.
Make sure you can see it, then turn it that way.
Okay, can y'all see it?
Yeah,
Okay,
you can see it.
and that's the picture when you come into the apartment. That's one of the hall. That's the hall closet with shelves in it. Oh, and that's the bathroom.
And bring it to the side. They like it. They said put 100 up there.
Huh?
Yeah, they put 100. They like it. They like
Okay.
it. Yeah,
And
that's truly a
and I
blessing.
and I can't wait. I can't begin to tell you how I can't wait. 'Cause like I said, it's been a long time. The intercom is messing with me. But it's been a long time. I can't stress enough how I'm looking forward to this moment and not being able to, not having to be able to ask somebody, hey, can I stay tonight? Can I sleep on your floor? You know, just to lay in my own bed.
Okay. I know it's gonna feel good to be able to lay in your own bed. You can finally cook your own food.
Oh God, yes. My mouth is salivating just thinking about that. But yeah, I do look forward to that. Among other things, as I said, man, it's been difficult, but I've been patient. I've been humble, and I'm just finally glad that my time has come.
Salute, salute.
And my main man is helping me start my own channel of how I went from basically being from homeless to home. And doing that, I want to talk about the struggles, all the negative aspects, the negative people I dealt with, the negative thinking that I've had, the positive thinking that I had, the speed bumps, the trials, the tribulations, the bumps, the bruises. I want to talk about everything. I want to be brutally honest and get deep down gut honest about that process, and then finally making it to not want to ever go back that way again.
Gabrielle Walker said they're homeless too. Well, you have any advice for them?
Most definitely. Never let somebody say anything negative to deter you. For example, I hear a lot of people saying, oh, because I'm a convict, I can't get a job, or I can't do this, I can't do that. Those are people that don't want nothing, never have nothing, and never going to get nothing. Never listen to that. I've heard a young lady say just the other day something about Donald Trump has stopped food stamps and we can't do this and can't do that. That's propaganda. That's the only thing that is the devil trying to get you to stop doing what you need to do and want to do and should do. So, and that's what my channel is going to help. You know, people who has those obstacles that just need that extra push from somebody that's been there and can show you how to get there and take you away from being there.
Gabrielle Walker said that gotta get aid for needy, disabled, 248 cash benefits. You know anything about that?
Say that again?
Needy, disabled, $248 cash benefits.
I'm confused.
They said disabled cash benefits.
Oh, she's disabled?
I don't know, but they put it in the thing. Do you know anything like how do they get that? Is that something that they're giving people?
No, I don't know anything about that. I'm also disabled, Miss Gabrielle. But I get SSDI and SSI. What exactly specifically you're talking about, I don't know, but I'll be more than happy to elaborate with you on it further. If you can comment and be a little more specific, or when we finish, you can go to my YouTube channel that he's helped me crank up today, and I'll be more to talk more about it with you.
Okay, and you can also, I'm gonna have you show the channel at the end, but you can show it to them now too.
Okay.
Let's say through human services. Okay, that's his channel, Polo Charles. If you want to go on over and subscribe, show support. We just started the channel today. So go on over there and show support. Support the Polo Charles.
And I appreciate it. I look forward to it. I want to have some real good topics. Not only, as I said, as far as the struggles that come along with being homeless, but that road, that perseverance, that.
Hey, gotcha. It's one of my subs.
Oh, okay. Hey, gotcha. And just looking forward to that of that one day of of being out of that situation. We're gonna cover everything.
Can you? They want to kind of like know the process that you may have had to go through in order to, get on a waiting list or whatever you had to do to get your apartment.
Um, it takes a lot of patience, takes a lot of humility, a whole lot of humility, because you're dealing with.
Gotcha. Say hey, Polo.
Hey, guys, how you doing? Um, you're dealing with a lot of negative people saying negative things, so it's just a matter of being humble. Um, I'm a little nervous, so bear with me. I kind of forgot the question because I'm rambling, but
She said, "Did you get a voucher?"
I took my SPDAT. I haven't gotten the voucher yet. The program that I'm going through is the program called Pathway to Housing. And I've been with Pathways to Housing since late January. And they sent me an email. I received the email on the 10th, Monday, November the 10th, asking me if I can come for a viewing and have an orientation on Thursday the 13th. I lit up like a Christmas tree. I couldn't wait. I went there. I was just so happy to be in the building of the apartment. Being not only that, but being in the building with people my age. It's all seniors, 60 and up. And it's my age thing about not about wanting to have peace and not being around, being around people your own age, and as opposed to a lot of younger people these days. It just felt so. I felt a lot of tranquility just being there. You know what I mean? I have high blood pressure. It lowered my blood pressure. And once I move in, just being in that building among those people, I think it's going to help my health a lot.
She said, "Is it like supportive housing?"
Be more specific when you say supportive housing.
She said they had buildings. This voucher and apartments came. Say your voucher and apartment came fast.
It 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 didn't come fast when you look at it from the standpoint of being homeless. Um, it wasn't fast to me, but it was at God's pace because God wanted me um, to be prepared so that I can be grateful, so that that once I get it, I'll know what to do to keep it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can you show some of the viewers that have just coming in your apartment?
Sure, I can.
Yes. Kind of showed it earlier.
And here's the bathroom.
Move over a little bit this way.
This way.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the
Yeah, right
bathroom.
there.
Oh, long way.
Yeah, pull it back some. The light
Pull it back.
shining on there.
Okay.
Down this way.
Down this way. And this is the hall closet that has shelves. Is it lined up? Can you see it?
I don't think they can see it. Bring it in a little more.
Bring it in.
Bring it up.
Bring it up.
Can y'all see it? Yeah, they can see it now.
They can see?
Yeah.
Okay.
She
Now-
said congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's make sure I'm going the right way.
She
That
says,
goes-
go ahead.
And that's the entryway of when you come into the apartment.
Bring it up some.
Okay. You got the hall closet on one side and you got the bathroom on the other. It's a furnished apartment for seniors. Can you see that? Am I in? Is it in the square?
Yeah, it's in.
Okay. It's the windows, the bed. Another view has a little a dining table with chairs. You can see the TV in the background. The TV still has the plastic on it because it's a brand new
Bring it up
apartment.
some. Yeah, I can see the TV. Oh, you got a TV?
Yes, the apartments, all apartments in the senior building come furnished. So,
That's definitely a blessing.
man, it's truly a blessing. And as I said, I can't wait to move in.
Guys should say that was fast because it takes at least 8 months there where she is.
Oh, wow. And where are you? What's her name, Miss
Gotcha.
Miss Gat? Where do you live, Miss Gotcha? But Ashley.
New York City.
Oh, okay. All right. My father lives in New York, but he lives in uptown. Upstate, called Poughkeepsie, way upstate. But anyway, this building, this senior building, I love it because the key fobs that they have that they're going to give me to get in the building also works the elevator. And with that key fob, you can only go to your floor. You can't go to any other floor. So I like that security, that knowing that the floor that I'm gonna be living on, the only people that's supposed to be on there is people that live on there.
Yeah, you are truly blessed, Charles. You know, you are the first interviewee that I interviewed out of probably about 50 people that has housing, has gotten housing.
And I thank God that I finally got to this point. I'm grateful. And I just want, my main thing is sharing information so that people who really, really want it, this information can be out there that you can get yours too. It ain't hard. Like I said, it's just a matter of having patience. And as long as you have that patience, you'll appreciate it more once you get to where you're going.
For those who missed the first video, you know, y'all can go back and watch it, but I'm just gonna kind of go back just a little bit. What are some of the things that you went through as far as, you know, being homeless?
Man, you name it. As I mentioned, I went through that period of doing drugs. I wasn't proud of it, but it is what it is. It really started when I separated from my wife. I'm not gonna lie, because of my feelings and being in love, I went downhill like a rocket. I went straight downhill. It was devastating to lose somebody that I was mentally, emotionally, and physically attracted to. When I say I went downhill, I went downhill. But the problem is I got complacent with going downhill. I basically had a effort attitude about everything. I didn't care about nothing. I didn't care about me. I didn't care about you. I didn't care about anything. Finally got to a point where that I got tired of being sick and tired and wanted something for myself. That's when I found out about Pathways to Housing. I signed up with them, met regularly with them. They saw my perseverance. They saw how hungry I was to get mine, and they didn't mind helping. I want to say that there's a lot of information. You'd be surprised at all the information that's out here today to help people that's homeless and in this situation. But they don't tell everybody all the stuff that's out there. And you know why? It's because they will get bombarded with people that don't really want it. They just want it because they're hearing about it. You see what I'm saying? But if they really want it, those are the ones they give that information to because they know that they really want it.
Okay, gotcha.
Everything okay?
Yeah. She was wanting me to remove some of the people. I'm gonna add you as a moderator, gotcha. Let me see. I just added you as a moderator, gotcha. So if I miss some of the trolls, you know, she don't like all that, you know.
Right. Gotcha. I just want to thank you for helping me out with that. I genuinely and wholeheartedly appreciate that. There's people out there like yourself that want to hear this, and get something out of it, as opposed to want to joke about it or see my teeth and want to laugh and ha ha and he. As far as the teeth, this is one of the process. One of the what's the word I'm looking for? One of the results of being where I've been, doing what I was doing. You see what I'm saying? But it's a struggle. Just like if you watch my man's YouTube, he talks about the struggle is real. And that's how really we got started, because the struggle is real. And I want to go more deep into it with my channel, and be more specific into those struggles and getting out of that struggle.
Gotcha. I always also want to know that does the program help you with your food and clothing?
Yes and no. They don't directly, but they can lead you in those right directions. Like I'm being led in the directions of people that's gonna help me out with furniture, help me out with pots, pans, dishes, sheets, comforters, everything for a person that's getting their own.
Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the super chat. So I'm gonna give them all to you.
What's that super chat?
$2.
Oh, all right. Hey, I appreciate that, y'all.
You see, all the super chats going to Charles Polo.
Hey, everybody that's doing that, man, I love you. I appreciate it. I look forward to meeting all of you. Once RJ show me how to really crank up this YouTube channel. Like I say, I wanna touch base with everybody and
start over a little bit
and talk about the real struggle as far as what I've gone through and where I'm going with what I went through.
Somebody gave some diamonds earlier. I don't know how much that was. If you're still in the chat, can you tell me how much that was? Because I don't understand the gifts. I just want to give it to him.
Hey, and thank you for the diamonds. I appreciate that wholeheartedly.
Channel on your wall. I gotta figure out how to do that. Gotcha. Can you show her your channel?
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
Gotcha can post it in there because she's
okay.
my moderator now.
Hey, and I want you to be my moderator too. Gotcha.
He gonna pull his channel up. Yeah, my wife got to show me how to do all that stuff. Can you see that, Gotcha? Yeah, she gonna post it up for you.
Hey, thank you, Gotcha. I appreciate that.
Daddy gonna show me how to do all that. She gonna look for you so she can post it up.
All right, thank you.
Now you gotta look out for the leeches and the people that wasn't there for you through your struggle, because they're gonna be saying, "Hey, man, can I come over and chill? Can I come over? I ain't got no place to go. I ain't got,
Hey, I'm gonna tell you about that. You're gonna deal with that whether you're making a video or whether you're homeless, or regardless of what you go through, where you go in life. You're gonna deal with those. But it's like being in a garden. You gotta separate the flowers from the weeds. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have weeds everywhere. Metaphorically speaking, those people that it's not gonna help you grow, not gonna help you harvest like a garden's supposed to do. And you just gotta weed them out. Don't let it get to you. Definitely don't let it discourage you. If I would have let a lot of things discourage me, a lot of words discourage me, a lot of people discourage me, I wouldn't be where I'm at now.
Let's go back a little bit more, like for some of the people who don't know, you've been to prison before. How was that, and how much time were you there?
Um, I was there altogether. It was a little over 20. I didn't like it. It's not fun. Um, but it was a learning experience. Different people learn different things from being inside. Coming home from prison, you can only come home one or two ways: either better or bitter. If you come home bitter, you come home with the attitude that everybody owes you something. But if you come home better, you know, you weed it out. You in your garden, you don't have those weeds, as opposed to, yeah.
What, did you have the family support as far as like money on your books, visits, letters?
I did and I didn't. I received money, but it wasn't made maybe what I wanted or what I would like for it to have been. But they did sporadically send me money.
What about the
Right.
visits?
The visits was more like maybe twice a year. Um, Nobody likes that prison setting, and just as much as I hated being there, they hated coming there. Um, you know, my family loves me, always will, and I love them. But nobody wants to see loved ones behind bars and doing time. You know, so,
What about like letters? Because some people say letters are like a breath of fresh air. Where they getting?
and it truly is. I wrote all the time because I like to read and I like to write. So I wrote a lot of times, and that compelled a lot of other people, to want to write as well. Uh, Check on me, see how I'm doing, well-being. Just respond back and let me know that they were there.
What kind of books did you read?
Oh, my favorite subject. Um, I loved anything that elevated my mind. I love reading the dictionary. Um, I've read the dictionary from front to back. Very few words to get by me. Um, when I didn't have a regular dictionary, I did the Scrabble dictionary, which not too many people out there that can beat me at Scrabble. Very few. I'm with the National Scrabble Association. I love that game. And anybody want to jump out there and play me, I'm here.
Okay, yeah. He want that Scrabble smoke. Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, I want that smoke. But that's the only smoke I'm looking for today. I'm too old for it. If it's a competitive smoke that's going to uplift both of us, you know, that's what we want. We want stuff that's going to elevate our mind, not take us down the elevator. Um, I got off track. I was saying about
Scrabble. We were talking about the books and stuff.
Oh, about the
Like,
books.
who's your favorite author?
now. My favorite author is Daniel Goleman. He wrote Emotional Intelligence and Social Intelligence. I'll tell you why I really love those two books. You got to have both emotional intelligence as well as social intelligence. Um, Emotional intelligence would teach you how to deal with any type of situation where it involves emotions. And it would help you not only recognize those emotions, but how to navigate through those emotions to make better decisions, to make more judicious decisions. emotional, social intelligence, um, you learn things like when to say when to say something to somebody and when not to say something to somebody. Like just by looking at somebody's face, if they got a scowl on their face, 9 times out of 10, that wouldn't be the best time to say something to them. You know what I'm saying? Social intelligence teach you how to deal with your significant other. You may have something on your mind that you want to say to your significant other that's burning you up that you can't wait to say to that person. Social intelligence teaches you that if they just woke up and just, not that definitely wouldn't be the time to say, hey, look, I want to talk to you about what you said to me. So that's how social intelligence works.
Uh, Gotcha wants to know if you have a library card.
Actually, I do. I have two. I have a DC library card and a Virginia library card. And the reason why I have both is because different libraries offer different things. So yeah, I have two.
Some guy named Nicholas. Do you know Nicholas? Anyone named Nicholas?
No, Nicholas, you know me?
He act like that. He said, "Hey Chiefs, how things? We were fishing out East River. When we fishing out East River again."
I've only gone fishing one time in my life, and that was with my grandmother. God rest her soul. That was a little nostalgic moment for a minute, just thinking about my grandmother and that day. But yeah, that was the only time that I've ever been fishing was with my grandmother.
Okay. So, what was it like to come home after doing all those years in prison?
What was it like? As I said, when initially, I'm gonna be honest. When I came home, as I said earlier, you can either come home better or bitter. When I first got out, yeah, I was a little bitter. Felt the world owed me something. I'm on get back time. But that was when, during that time, a few months of being bitter after being home, and realized that I didn't need to be bitter. It was when I met my soon-to-be ex-wife. Best day in the world back then because she still is the true love of my life, even though we're not together anymore and we done went our separate ways. Regardless, the love is still there.
How long were you two together?
We was together a while. We was married, I think, a total of 9 years. She was from California, me being from DC. When I met her, she was working nights, and as any man in a relationship with a woman, you're protective over your woman, and she was working at night and coming home at night, and with the area that we was living in, there was a lot of shootings. I didn't like that look on her face or hearing her on the phone trying to get home and talk to me about, even though a lot of those times, I met her and came so that she could have me with her when she came home, but a lot of those times, I had to get up to work the next day, so it was hard for me to do it all the time. But being the man and and wanting to be the provider, you just want to keep her safe. But the look on her face when she would try to navigate home and going through the obstacles that she was going through to get home, I made myself a commitment that I'm gonna get you out of this neighborhood. And I did that. And we ended up getting a spot right down the street from the penitentiary that I spent a lot of time in Lorton Penitentiary. Found a nice little spot out in Lorton, Virginia. Um, and then
How did that feel? Like living
growing up in
where
D.C.
you spent time, like
Um,
living near the prison.
you know what? To be honest, I couldn't wait to show my wife because uh, it's condos now, but the it's still set up with the prison style, with the towers, the walkway, the field. They still have the field with the little concrete steps that we used to sit on and watch all the go-go bands on field day.
On field day,
Um,
what was that like? Can you, tell the audience what was that like field
field
day
day,
in prison?
field
Lorden.
field day was a day when your family, your loved ones, significant others would come to the prison, and it'd be like a big festival. And a lot of times, we had bands come down there, Essence. Uh, had quite a few bands come down there and would just participate and share in that fun.
For the people that don't know, because people from all over on this channel, what kind of bands like Essence? What kind of band is Essence? Is it a DC band? Is it a
Most,
go-go?
it's most definitely a DC band, go-go band. Um, I'm in my 60s, so I came up on Essence. I love Essence to this very day. Um, I missed the show that they just had, which was Monday, the 10th. And the only reason why I didn't go is because of this endeavor that I have to move forward. It, it consumed my thoughts. Just like when I was out there using drugs, the only thing that was on my mind was how to get it, where to go do it. um, so now what I do is I use that same energy, but to get to a higher plateau. You see what I'm saying? I use that energy to go up instead of go down.
Uh, how did you kick the habit, and what were your drugs of choice?
I don't like to admit it, but my drug of choice was crack. Um, yeah, that was my drug of choice. It took me down. That's part of the reason why me and my wife fell apart. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna keep the focus on myself. I'm not gonna go into, well, she's at fault because of this, or she's at fault because of that. I'm gonna keep the focus on myself. I brought us down. Um, my addiction took a lot. It took a lot from her. It took a lot from me. And that's something else that I want to talk about in the channel that RJ's gonna set me up with. Is going through addictions and what that's like. Not only what it's like for what it's doing to you, but what it does to your loved ones. I've had my wife during that time of using drugs. I've had my wife, because there was times when I would stay out for days, and my wife, she just wanted to be home. And I'm gonna try to continue talking about this without tearing up, but because like I said, I still love my wife. I still love my wife.
Let it out.
Um, she just wanted to be home. And it was times when she was like, that she accepted me doing it, but didn't accept it. And what I mean by that, she said, if you're going to do it, just come home to do it. But I couldn't imagine coming home, sitting at the dinner table across from her or in the bedroom smoking crack around somebody that don't smoke. I'm not that type of lowlife or that type of man with that I would want to be around somebody because it's not only embarrassing for me, it's embarrassing for them. I'm not going to subject you to that. But like I said, I'm glad that I am talking about it now and getting it off my chest of what I'm going through because I know I'm not the only one that's gone through it, will go through it, or has gone through it. You know, but let's get through it together. You know what I mean?
Gotcha said nowadays that is mild compared to what we have seen today with fentanyl and meth.
Been there, done that. People these days, they are putting anything in substances just to make money. The world has changed today as opposed to when I was younger. A lot of people just don't care about a person's life to the point where that you're going to disregard what you put in drugs just so that you can make $1. That's not cool, and that's not right. That's you have to have no heart to be that selfish. The only thing you thinking about is yourself. You know how we. It's irritating to think about, people that would even entertain the thought of risking somebody else's life just to better yours.
Gotcha said, have you seen the video of Kingston in Philly?
Is that about that drug dealer or no?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I may have in the past, but I'm gonna be honest with you, Gotcha. A lot of videos that I watch today, uplifting videos, stuff that's gonna raise my spirits.
So that's where they have all the addicts.
Oh, really? And are they still in that lifestyle and don't want anything, or are they in that lifestyle trying to get better? Because if they're in that lifestyle and just continue in that lifestyle, I would rather not see it. And if I did, it'd be just a reminder of what I don't want to go back to. But if they are actively in that addiction and trying to get better, yeah, I probably would watch it.
Now we've heard so many stories of Lorden. I hate to keep taking you back there, but people we want to hear about that. Lorden Penitentiary, Lorden Prison, because it's legendary. You always hear people talking about it. Like I say, you have YouTube channels talking about it. What were some of the good and bad things that went on in there?
Well, the bad. We'll go with the bad first. The bad was seeing people get hit up so bad. Get stabbed so bad that they had to land a helicopter on the yard to get them to the hospital because the ambulance would have been way too slow. I think, yeah, that's how bad I done seen people get hit.
Was there any reason behind it? Like they wanted to rob the people, they were beefing with the people?
You know what?
They turned the TV channel.
It was a it could have been anything. Actually, some of the things I was actually surprised of. It could have been the craziest thing I seen somebody get hit over was you had guys that that was downloading and been downloading for years, and they got stray cats. You know what I mean? And you get guys. There was guys down there, man, that got attached to these cats. And I would never forget. It was a young guy just got there, and maybe he didn't like cats. I don't know, but he kicked the cat. And this was a cat that my man would go to commissary, buy tuna fish for, and feed the cat, took care of the cat, nurtured the cat, and watched the cat grow up. And then you get this guy, the young guy, to come in and kick it. Man, that old timer tore that young dude up
Oh my
for
goodness.
kicking the cat. But he never thought that there would be negative repercussions behind just kicking. Well, I ain't gonna say just kicking, but behind kicking a cat. Just something as simple as that.
Yeah, gotcha said pets in prison seem like a dope thing. So,
Yeah.
so what are these? You know, they were all stray cats that roam around the place,
Yeah.
or what?
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of stray cats that would, I guess they didn't have nowhere, and they would just especially a lot of people that didn't really have family, you know, or being in relationships. You get attached to cats, not, and I don't mean like that. I'm just talking about as far as it being a loved one, just like how dog lovers are. You know, they're like family. They become family. You know, you feed them, watch them grow, watch them have babies. You know what I'm saying? Nurture them, be there for them. Same thing. And you know, you don't want nobody kicking your family member. So why would you want somebody kicking your dog or kicking your cat?
So a lot of guys, but there are a lot of guys in there that had cats. Like,
Oh yeah. It was a lot of people that took a liking to cats. But during the time when I was there, it was just one old timer, and basically they was all his cats.
oh wow,
They was all his. They was like his kids, and he took care of all of them. And people in this dorm that was tight with him. It's just like a person in your neighborhood. They got a lot of kids and they got neighbors. By them knowing that those are your kids, your neighbors that like you are gonna also like your kids and also help your kids out. So it'll be guys in the dorm that was tight with him that would also feed his cats, go to commissary, get tuna fish, mackerel, whatever, get a cat their food, milk, open the little cartons of milk.
oh the cats was eating good. I bet there was some fat cats.
Yeah, they was eating good. They was eating almost as good as some of the inmates,
Guys said that cat purring is common.
yeah, but everybody well, I know I like cats. I love animals.
I love cats too. That's my favorite animal.
Yeah,
Cats.
but
So the commissary process, I've heard of people being robbed going to commissary and stuff like that. Was that true?
yeah, and speaking of that, you didn't see too much stealing. And let me clarify that. There's a big difference between stealing and taking. When I was downloading, people took. That stealing is behind your back. They coming up to you and letting you know, hey, I want that. Let me get that up off you. That's the way it was. It wasn't too much stealing.
So they were
Stealing was for cowards. If they wanted it, they taken it.
So did they take it by force, or did they have a weapon?
Straight force. Sometimes it'd be no weapons. Sometimes, really not. As a matter of fact, majority of the times I seen, it wasn't no weapons. They come up to you and let you know, I want that. Let me get that.
Were it like shoes, commissary, TV?
All that. All that. It could have been anything. Commissary, shoes, clothes, trays, food trays.
Wow. Be on the diet that you don't want to be on.
Got that right.
I've heard of people paying protection fee. What is that like? They pay,
You know,
they have to pay them every week, every month, a certain amount for people to protect them so they don't have to fight and
You know
be
what?
safe in prison.
I never, I don't know, maybe it's because of the people I ran with, I don't know, but I didn't deal with people like that, didn't associate, really even knew people like that. I just ran with totally different, and then a lot of people that I was running with, we was working out. We was always on the yard or in the gym, getting swole, getting cut up.
Yes, y'all was ready. Gotcha said, have you seen Fleece Johnson interviews?
No, but you putting me on to a lot. I want to hear more about those and check those out.
Fleece Johnson was the booty bandit.
Oh God, no, definitely. Hey, and I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, a lot of people have a misconception about people getting raped and all that in prison. Let me explain something to you. The only people that happens to, or at least during the time when I was locked up, the only people that happened to is the people that had homosexual tendencies but didn't know how to bring it out, didn't know how to ask for it. You know what I'm saying? So that basically was, it was people that had it in them but just never brought it out. They had to have somebody bring it out for them.
He's famous now. YouTube. People pay him for interviews, all that. He's famous. Known as the
Oh,
Fleece
the guy
Johnson.
you?
Fleece
Oh, yeah.
Johnson. She's brought up.
Wow.
The booty bandit, famous. They had a cartoon about him on.
Really?
What was that cartoon?
And he was
Come
down.
on, gotcha.
He was down Lorden.
No, he went down Lawton, wherever he was at.
Oh.
He was famous for that. One time he thought he got a boy pregnant because he didn't understand what sex was.
Wow.
He really thought that, and Warden thought he was crazy. I watched the interview, like clip on Instagram about it.
Wow.
Boondocks, yeah, they had a cartoon about
Oh,
him
yeah,
on the
yeah.
Boondocks.
I used to like that cartoon.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious, the
Yeah.
Boondocks cartoon.
But I'm gonna tell you, as far as this dude, you gotta be a sick motherfucker, man. Hey, and I'm here to let you know, Fleece or whoever you is, you'd have got dealt with, straight up. Fuck that. Yeah, you'd have got dealt with, bro. I can't even entertain the thought. Yeah, that's something. When I was in, let me tell you one thing that you will learn is that you have to nip shit in. If you don't like something, never let it continue to go on to the point where that you get tired of it and now you want to say something about it. Anything you don't like, you got to nip in the bud initially. Because if you don't, first thing somebody's going to say is, like say for example, somebody started joking with you and calling you out your name. And then you wait till the 9th or 10th time that they done said it, now you want to straighten it. Man, I've been calling you this for all this time. Why you want to say something now? Anything that you don't like, man, you got to nip off the break. Even in society, it don't have to be behind prison walls. Anything you don't like, you have to let it be known. Hey, I don't like that. I'm not going to tolerate that. That's it. That's all. Now what?
They say on the other side of the person doing it. They said the other person on the other side know that they're doing it wrong. They're doing something wrong.
I'm confused.
Anyway, the person's doing it to that person. But they're doing something wrong. If it's taking advantage of the man.
If it's the person that's doing
Yeah,
it,
they're doing something wrong too.
I don't know. I honestly I can't even relate to that subject. So I can't even relate to that subject. Only thing that, like I said, and that's why I go back to saying, only time that happened to somebody, unless they really wanted it and just didn't know how to go about asking for somebody to do it to them.
They said, what if you know what I'm saying, why does the victim always have to speak up if the bully is doing it to them? You know, some people might just be scared. And,
say that again?
you know, some people might just be scared, don't know how to defend themselves, and the bully just taking advantage of them.
I'm going to tell you, and this goes back to what I was saying about, it don't, at least in my time of doing time, that only happened to people that really wanted it and didn't know how to ask for it. Because anybody that's vulnerable, everybody has a heart, or at least to some degree. And you got, just like you got bullies everywhere, you got people that don't like advantage takers. And you see somebody getting advantage taken, and it's obvious that they, wait a minute, can you curse on your channel?
Go ahead.
You can?
Yeah, just not too much, because then it. But go ahead, go ahead.
But if you a person that you want some dick, you gonna get it. But if you a person that don't want it, you gonna stand for it and not let nobody. You see what I'm saying? You get the point that I'm making. But if it's the person that you see that is defenseless, you're gonna be more of a protector. You're gonna be more. You got certain people like myself. I don't like advantage takers. Maybe because I got a short man complex. I don't know. But I've never been a person to like somebody to take advantage of people. And I'm not the only one that's like that. And you in prison, you got a lot of other people with that same mindset that just don't like and sit back and gonna let you and watch you take advantage of somebody. That's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, like God just said, the victim has to at least fight for their respect, so you won't be an easy target. Other people.
Exactly. That goes back to what I was saying as far as nipping things off in the bud. You know, you got to say something off the top. If something you don't like, you got to speak on it. You know, if you don't speak on it, even if you don't know how to speak on it, just let somebody know, hey, you might want to stop that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right, but you have to fight for yourself before anyone else will back you up. Yeah, got to say you got to fight for yourself before anyone else will back you up.
Exactly.
But like you say, you know what I'm saying, you don't look like you want it.
Right.
That brings me back to how some people pay for the protection fee. Do you think they scared that that's going to happen to them? Like, why do they pay for that? They go to prison, it's like they find whoever they think is in charge of the dorm or the unit or whatever, and they go to that person, they pay them, whether it's once a week or once a month or whatever, for protection fee. Why do they do that?
Only thing I can do is guess. You got people, man, that don't. I guess you got people, man, that don't know how to stand up for themselves, voice their opinion. You got people that's not confrontational. You see what I'm saying? They don't like being loud. They don't like putting themselves out there. And that's the only thing I can say. And rather than, and they may have it like that financially. Their folks may be sending them a lot of money. You know, they may figure, hey, let me look out for this cat. Got a little size to him. He ain't got nobody sending him no bread, he ain't got no commissary. Let me make sure he alright to make sure I'm alright.
Gotcha said some people take kindness as weakness. They don't respect.
And that's true.
Respect.
That's true. But that's why I say you got to speak on it off the top. You know, anything that you believe in, you got to speak on. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, you got to speak on it. You got to stand 10 toes down on it.
So, you know, this didn't happen in Lawton, but I've read about this. It happened. Some of the people from Lawton were being sent to Ohio, Youngstown. Mm-hmm. I forgot what year, maybe 97, 96.
Not only Ohio, but
all over, but that's like one of the spots. Yeah, that's like one of the spots. And there, a guy asked a guy can he listen to his Tupac tape. The guy told him no, and he stabbed him, and he's no longer here.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
situations like that, and that guy, family sued. They got $1 or $2 million because the guy was going home in like what 5 6 months, and the guy that took him away from here had 20 life or something. So,
Wow.
what about like situations like that?
I mean, one, it's sad that you gonna take somebody else's life because they told you no. I mean,
And that's
what kind-
all over just a tape,
Right.
Tupac tape.
I mean, what kind of stuff is that? You tell somebody no all because, I mean, take somebody's life all because because they told you no. Yeah. I'm still confused by that.
Yeah, so sometimes some bad things happen when you stand up for yourself. Look what happened to that guy.
Right. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and this had to be maybe 99, coming no later than 2000, about 2000 maybe, that this happened.
Wow.
That's really sad. And I also,
And that happened where?
that happened in Youngstown, Ohio.
Oh, I was gonna say because they closed Lawton, I think, in 2000.
Yeah, this happened in Youngstown,
They started
Ohio.
moving people off the hill like 99, 2000.
That's why I say it happened around there. Yeah, a lot of people went there. And I think it was probably the mix. You got people going home, people never going home.
Right.
And the mix of it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, there's gonna be jealousy there. It's like, never going home in 4 or 5 months. I think it was like a bad mix.
Right. Yeah. You got a lot of bad mixes. I mean, you gotta know what to say, when to say it, how not to say it. I mean, just like somebody that's got a little bit of time. You don't want to be all loud around people that's got a lot of time talking about, oh yeah, I'm going home next week, or what you gonna do in a month or two when you get out. You got guys that's never going home. They don't want to hear that. So that goes back to what I was saying as far as having social intelligence, knowing what to say, when to say it, how not to say it, who to say it around, who not to say it around.
Yeah, Gotcha says it's important to have discernment. We need the details of these people's characters. Yeah.
Hey, so Gotcha is like the bouncer of the YouTube channel, huh?
Yeah, Gotcha bouncing out of here. She bouncing out of here.
Hey, I like
talking crazy.
Hey, I like Gotcha, man.
She getting them up out of here.
I mess with you, Gotcha. Hey, that's probably why they call it Gotcha. Yeah, Gotcha, get up out of here.
Someone said 100. Someone said 100. So got the wrench. Got that wrench. Somebody said 100. What's those hundreds coming in here? Is that gifts or what?
I guess that's probably
400s.
them saying that what I'm saying is 100, that they agree.
Yeah, there's a lot of those hundreds popping out.
Yeah.
Salute. Thank you.
Gotcha must be the head honcho around here. Yeah, I know I gotta have you in my corner then.
Yeah, Adrian throwing them hundreds up in there. Thank you, Adrian. I gotta figure out what all the hundreds mean or add up to, because if it's money, I gotta make sure I give my man Charles Polo that money. So if it's gifts, I got you. Are those hundreds gifts or what? I'm just trying to break it down, because every time Charles Polo come on here, I'm gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying, I give him what he's supposed to get.
Appreciation.
So all the gifts go to my guests. But anything else you want to say in closing? We also want to show that Cash App, just in case once he's not on the channel, y'all feeling like y'all want to.
As a matter of fact, let me show, for the ones that wasn't here, I'm gonna show them the channel again.
Okay, he's gonna show you the channel again for the ones that wasn't here, because we're about to end it. That's his channel, Polo Charles. Y'all go over, show support, subscribe. The channel is new, just getting started today. He's just starting his channel today. And also for those who wanna, oh, you going around blessing? Thanks for the blessings. Thanks for the blessings, Adrian.
How do I get to go right there?
Yeah, click right there. You're gonna
Right
show
there?
you his cash app. That's your cash app there.
Is that what I show, or is this something else I show?
That's your cash app. This is his cash app if you want to show him some support. That's Charles' cash app right there. Pull it up a little bit so they can see the whole thing. And thanks again, Adrian. You really sending those gifts. Now I see that it's gifts. Thank you so much. I'm going to add them all up and break it down. Adrian really looking out for you with the gifts. Thank you, Adrian.
Hey,
Salute,
thank you,
salute.
Adrian. We much appreciation.
Salute.
Much appreciation.
Confirm the show video. Said welcome, Adrian. Adrian, he's throwing the gifts. I'm gonna have to add them up. I don't know what the gifts add up to because the gifts are, something new on YouTube.
Okay.
Thank you.
We want to thank
so
you
much.
again, Adrian. Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Once again, this is an update from Charles Polo. Thank you for coming out. Next time you see Charles, I'll probably be walking through his apartment and we'll be doing live right there. And once again, I want to thank you. Gotcha. You've been holding it down. Gotcha. Put your cash app in there. She got your cash app there in the chat. Gotcha really ran the show today.
Gotcha, my buddy.
Yeah.
Gotcha, my buddy. I gotcha.
Well, thanks so much. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to Rodriguez Jackson TV. The struggle's real. We out.